your certified most accurate four-zone weather with Chief Meteorologist Chris Suchan.
Opening up the door and it's quite chilly outside.
Yeah, it's a little cool.
Yeah.
Nothing in comparison to this weekend.
Right.
And a little bit misty out there. So that's what I was just taking a look at here. Let's go over to radar, and just enough mist to kind of get the pavement a little bit damp. And that'll be with us through the night into tomorrow morning there. That's what you see is really fine mist. Radar's been, I adjusted it, calibrated the color table to be ultra sensitive to show you that mist. And at the airport right now on our Raul B. Rodriguez Law, downtown weather cam view here, San Antonio, checking in with a little bit of mist here at the moment. 56 degrees. That'll feel balmy compared to this weekend. And as the temperature cools to near that dew point, if winds are light enough tonight, might get a little bit of fog first thing in the morning, a little bit of mist and sprinkles, maybe a shower. So the rain chance, I'll put at 30% early. Then the sunglasses are out in the afternoon, and look at that, 70 degrees for your ride home. So here you see the start of the day. By the afternoon, again, the sun will come out, and then Thursday we might start with a few patches of a little fog into the area. Warm day in the 70s on Thursday, and then Friday we're still up around 70, but there's our next weather maker. That's the Arctic front, and as it pushes in, it'll develop scattered showers all across the area for your Friday evening plans, but no ice Friday evening. So in terms of our four-zone weather impacts here, the cold front arrival 4 to 7 o'clock. It'll bring some wind gusts, 25 to 35 miles an hour behind it. That'll linger into some of Saturday as well, making it feel colder. Weekend, patches of a little rain, and at times it could be just patches of a little icy mix in our region. Some slick travel is certainly possible, and the wind chills Saturday night and Sunday morning in particular, bottoming out in the single digits and teens. Dangerously cold weather. So this is the polar vortex, just a chunk of it dislodging into the country, and you can see how in Texas, boy, we're firmly entrenched in it. At the same time, a healthy kick of Pacific moisture moving in, and so watch this future radar just blossom. I mean, my gosh, that is an absolute doozy of a storm here in Texas. And I will tell you, to our north, central, northwest Texas panhandle, this is the worst of it up here. So we're just catching the southern fringes of this overall setup in our area, and then not much down south. But if you have travel plans north, boy, I've already had a number of friends that have canceled their plans here for the weekend, one of which was going up to Waxahachie. All right, so there you have it. Saturday, you can see that coverage across Texas. Then as we go deeper into the afternoon, evening, you see this little bit of a drier push coming in. So it may stop for a time, and then late Saturday night, Sunday, we'll get one last little kick into the area. Here's a closer look for you. You see in the morning, this is one of our colder models, the GFS model. It's actually got a little bit of a mix down into San Antonio and Highway 90 in around Bexar County. In the I-35 corridor. There's the afternoon, early afternoon. Here you see that drier kick that moves in, and then we get this one last little brush that moves by here. So in terms of ice, I would expect it to be light on the overall amounts, but it's enough to cause some slipperiness, and especially with elevated surfaces, bridges, flyovers. I think that's a little high because we'll have probably a little bit of sleet that mixes in that cuts that probably in about in half. But the hill country, this is where we could have some spots that maybe challenge a quarter inch of ice buildup, or a little bit more. So there you see the weekend forecast, that temperature drop. I'm going 35 Sunday afternoon, where we get it above freezing. And the wind chill temperatures, here you can see it, it's Sunday morning from 1 to about 18 across our area. And the snowfall, that'll be up north. Some big time totals possible up north. All right, so the weather alert days, we're just stacking them up here. Early next week, it's not because anything falling really from the sky, it's just those really hard freezes in the morning, with those temperatures way down there. Now, our western zone, the big blast of cold for the weekend, those really cold overnight low temperatures, a little bit of ice for you. Here we have the hill country. Of course, this would be the worst of the cold, the best chance to get a 10th quarter inch of ice build up through the weekend. And in our eastern zone, bitter cold temperatures for your weekend, also the chance for a little icy mix.